let's talk about a very important, shocking truth behind what you think is your superpower. I hear so many people rave on about how great they are at multitasking, how it's their superpower. Well, actually, the truth is multitasking is a myth. Multitasking, you can do things at the same time, sure, but it definitely isn't a superpower. In fact, multitasking can affect your productivity by up to 40%. So if you're spending your whole day multitasking, you're actually wasting about 40% of your day. The chopping, the changing the context, the trying to do things at the same time actually slows you down. While ever you are not focused on individual tasks at the same time, you are slowing down. Let me give you an example. So let's say you're focused on writing an email. You're writing this email, and then your phone pings. You pick up your phone, you reply to a text message. It took you about, I don't know, maybe it only took you 30 seconds to reply to that text message. You think, great, that took me 30 seconds. Where was I? Okay, let me get back into it. Right, start typing again, typing. Oh, I've totally lost my flow. What was I thinking about before? Where was I? Oh, what I wanted to write was so much better before. Then I got disrupted, and then it can take you, they say, up to 30 minutes to really get back to where you were before that interruption. If every interruption is costing you 30 minutes, that's a lot a day, right? That's a lot a day, a lot a week, a lot of the month. So if you think multitasking is actually your superpower, I want you to just slash that from your mind right now. I don't want you to be saying that anymore. I want you to be thinking focus is my superpower. If focus is your superpower, you can plow through things so much quicker. You'll get through way more. You'll be way more engaged in the task. You won't be chopping and changing. And like when you multitask, you often also only do parts of things and never finish anything, which is really disheartening. You get to the end of the day and you're like, I was so busy today. I didn't finish a single thing. That's because you did part of 50 things instead of finishing a whole lot of them. So multitasking, really detrimental to your productivity. I want you to stop doing it now. I want you to stop thinking you can do it. But let me give you some examples. If you're like, Louise, I really need to be able to do some multitasking. Let me give you some examples of things that are acceptable multitasking. Ironing while watching a movie. Cooking while listening to an audiobook. Right? These are things that you can probably do. Driving while listening to an audiobook. Right? Because if you've been driving long enough, a lot of it's quite automatic. You do have to be careful, right? If you're in traffic and you're listening to something else, or if you're on a phone call is even worse, but an audiobook you can kind of divert your attention away from. A phone call it's harder to, and you can make mistakes. But there are some things that you kind of can do together because they have an element of autopilot and they don't need your full attention. Writing an email while watching a movie, bad, right? Unless you want to take 2.5 hours of the movie to write that email, sure, go ahead, right? But if you'd like to smash the email out in 15 minutes and then enjoy a 2.5 hour movie, that would be better, don't you think? So if you want to save up to 40% of your time, stop multitasking.